Right. So, as promised, I did promise you a big international superstar is going to be in studio. But I think more importantly, more than anything else, she has done her bit to make sure that she gives back to the community in which she comes from. And also in terms of the arts, she's done quite a lot to capacitate those who are still at home as she goes and charts her way in Hollywood and so forth. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, allow me to introduce none other than Danai Gurira. Do you ever get tired?
Do I ever get tired?
Yeah, of the accolades and stuff.
You're kind. You're very kind. Nice
So
to meet you.
we're really happy to have you here, but I know you guys have got a lot that's happening right now. I think in terms of what you have done, a lot of people know what you've done, the movies that you have been in, but there's something that I think is quite special that you are currently doing. That's Africa Voices Now. Yeah. So would it be okay if we start off with that and just talk about that before we get into other stuff?
Absolutely. Africa Voices Now is a new play festival of new African works. It's from the organization I co-founded and I executive direct called Almasi Arts. And we are in our 13th year of operation. We've been a quiet organization because we've been focused on the training. I've been very focused on bringing skill sets to Zimbabwean artists, talented Zimbabwean artists, like this astounding playwright sitting next to me right now, Miss Rudo. And so the journey has been a pretty quiet one. We've been building up our artists. We bring American artists that I've created art relationships with in the U.S. who help me. I've been bringing them to Zimbabwe over the last 13 years, and they've been doing workshops, and also Zimbabweans have been going to the U.S., getting education. So we've been quietly building up our artists. So this Africa Voices Now is a moment where one of our visitors, he was from the Playwrights Conference. We have a Playwrights Conference every December, and Rudo has been a part of it a couple times now, almost near her hat trick at this point. And he is the head of the Public Theater in New York City, and that's in the United States, it's a very renowned theater. It's where Hamilton came from, etc. So he's the guy, and he was here because one of my plays was produced there. So and I'm on his board there, so we became good friends. He had an amazing time here in Zim, and he said something that really sparked off Africa Voices Now when he spoke to the audience on the final day of the festival. He said to us, "You, Zimbabwe, are in your golden age." And he said, it doesn't always, he was talking specifically about theater, but he was like, it's something that happened in the United States several decades ago with, Eugene O'Neill way back in, the early 1900s. And it's a time period that lasts over like 50 years, and you have to know when you're in it. And it was very interesting to hear that he had diagnosed us.
Yeah. Before we had even.
I didn't realize it. We've been building slowly, and here we were. So Africa Voices Now it's time to showcase. We're still a training institution. So, I know sometimes we like big spectacle. Yeah. This is about, we are constantly in a teaching institutional mode for all of us, for everybody. Yeah. Our playwrights, our stage managers, our actors, everyone had workshops this year with wonderful people who came in from the U.S. And so Africa Voices Now is a culmination and a celebration of Zimbabwean work.
A culmination and a celebration of Zimbabwean work. I like that. So Rudo, maybe you can give us your take, because you've been a custodian of this, you've been a part of this. Tell us, how's it been for you being a part of something like this?
It's been incredible. I think the best thing about Almasi is that they do their best to expose us as Zimbabwean artists to the best possible people to make our work the best that it can be. So we feel really supported, and it's been an amazing journey. And getting here to this festival is also so incredible because normally during the Playwrights festivals we do readings, but this time we've got an actual staged plays, and it's such an amazing thing.
Wow. I'd love to come. Is it open for anyone if you want to come and experience maybe the plays and so forth? Can we?
Oh, of course. That's the entire point. It is just down the road from here. It's at the Jasen Mphepo Little Theatre, and it is opened to the public from the 18th 19th of this month, which is this weekend, right through to the 7th of November.
Wow.
So it is, and there'll be 3 plays. Rudo's is a fantastic play called The Return, and which is a fantastic 2-hander. And then we have Batirai Chigama, who we know in Zimbabwe as a renowned poet.
Yeah.
This is her first foray into playwriting, and we've had an amazing journey with her since December. And her play is called Can We Talk? And then we have a young man called Tatenda Mchikambizi, and his play is These Humans Are Sick. So you can come see 3 plays. We also have a wonderful open area chill space that we have for people to come hang out, mini festival feel. There'll be some vendors, there'll be some drinks, there'll be some music. We'll have some wonderful live performances from our fantastic Zimbabwean musicians. So it's gonna be a vibe, man. Don't miss it.
I like that. It's going to be a vibe. So not only is she a co-founder, she's an artistic director for Almasi Arts Trust. Now, if I'm listening right now and I'm thinking, hey, I wanna also be a part of this. I'm a writer, I'm an actor, and I sometimes feel like I don't have enough opportunities to be able to showcase my talent. How can I even just be a part of you guys?
Well, we make it very open when we have opportunities for people to come to be in any of our workshops. They applying like Rudo did with her play to be a part of our playwrights conference and or any of our workshops. We have something coming up next month with an Oscar award-winning documentarian, Ezra Edelman, and he's coming into town, and our job is to find the best participants. And honestly, we are looking for talent. We're looking for talent because I believe, this is my belief from my core, from my belief in God, is that each one of us has a talent.
Yes.
And so if you have a talent, the worst thing in my mind is for it not to reach its fullest potential. So we have to find those with the talent and then help them reach their fullest potential. That's our goal. That's our ethos. And give it a chance to shine, the talent in you. So we look for the talented, and we are constantly seeking you out. We put out notices. We make sure we have the notices out for Ezra currently, and we'll look for you, and you'll look for us, and we'll find each other if we're meant to.
Yeah, you'll find each other definitely if you're meant to. Danai, very quickly, I know it's always probably like a cliche at this point, but having gone out and worked at like probably the biggest stages in the world, how important is it for you, having been on Black Panther, Walking Dead, and so forth? How important is it for you to give access to African artists to the rest of the world and the rest of other markets?
Honestly, it's really at the core of my being at this point. I think it's kind of the chief thing that I spend my time on at this point, is figuring out opportunities and programming and ways to really allow access to Zimbabwean artists, and also ultimately the vision is ultimately to bring the African narrative more to the global stage. At my core, my passion is I want to see Africans speak for ourselves. We have the ability to do so, and we have astounding narratives to tell about ourselves, our own complexities, our own stories. And so to me, that is kind of my that's kind of my heartbeat, honestly. And even as a playwright, my goal living in the United States was we have to start speaking for ourselves. So that's why I started to write. That's why all my plays, of course, have African female protagonists. It was an experiment. I was like, I have never seen this. Can we put an African female protagonist on a Western stage? And can it work? Of course, I knew it could, but I hadn't had any examples. Yeah. So I had to do it myself. And now there are tons of examples. I'm thankful for that. Yeah. And I want to keep contributing to that. It can't just. I know Kunokuku Zimbabwe. We have many talented people. Yep. And if they don't get the opportunity, they can't shine. They can't bring their light to the world. That distresses me. So I'm driven by that goal.
Wow. Oh man, I love this because I love when I get to learn and when I get to see strong African women, doing their thing for just the generality of Africa. We're really looking forward. I think I might just slip in. When can I come and watch your play?
You can come and watch my play this Sunday on the 19th, and hoping you'll come.
All right, fantastic.
And many other days. She has 5 performances of her show.
5 performances?
But
you mentioned that guy, Rudo I want to know everything. You don't have to be humble. Let us know. Yeah. So it's from the 19th to the
7th of November.
Okay.
So it's over the 3 weeks, and come on through, and every day you'll have a nice time. You can chill out, you can have a drink, have some food, and then enjoy some theater, listen to some music, enjoy some theater.
Wow. Thank you so much. I know you guys are busy, but thank you for finding time
for having us.
to come and hang out with us. Danai Gurira, Rudo, thank you so much for passing by Almasi, right?
Yes, Almasi Collaborative Arts.
All right. Go look for them online. You may be in the next big film. It may not even be made in Hollywood. It might just be made in Harare.
Amen. Amen. Amen.